This video is made possible by...
Hi, I'm Sara. I'm the CEO of Loop and Tie. I became really interested in gifting kind of socially because it's something that everybody does. And I started learning more about the market, and what I was really interested in was this fact that gifting is something most every business in the US does. However, every company that sells into gifting is selling a product. Nobody is selling a process. I think when people talk about personalization and gifting, what they really mean is they want to create a memory. They want someone to value the thing that they're giving them. They want someone to think highly of them for kind of having this desire to give them whatever thing they decide. And it's really that novelty. I think, as we're thinking about this process, people don't remember facts. They don't remember a transaction or any exchange that's sort of that fashion. They remember emotions and they remember stories. I was freediving once in a space that's really just special to me. It's this island called Eleuthera, and there are these beautiful sea fans there, and they're huge, and they sort of undulate with the tides. And if you take them out of the water, they'll dry quite quickly and become brittle. Looking at them, that if they didn't sort of move, they would break. And if they didn't sort of take what was coming, they would fall apart. And I think about myself like that, where, a very core reaction that I think many people can have, and I feel myself having it all the time, is when something is hard, is to be rigid. Or when something isn't going your way, or when someone isn't thinking in the way that you want them to think, there is this tendency to want to yell at them and say, do what I do, think what I think. And one of the things that I'm so grateful to my father for is he always brought me around. So my dad, I remember my dad was a developer and in commercial leasing, and I remember when he went out to start his own business, and we played, this was so genius of my mom, we played this game called Budget, and I had these fancy edge scissors with which I could cut coupons out of the newspaper, and she taught me how to look for sales. And to me, starting a business was fun because we got to play this game called Budget. Like mom and dad said, we were on a team together, and it was just this genius way for me to learn about business. So I sort of started, the worst question that I felt like I could get when I was first starting was, what is it like to be a woman entrepreneur? I hate that. Like, ask me what it's like to be smart and build a business and make decisions and all these things. But what I think people mean when they ask that question is, you're doing something that a lot of people that look like you don't do. How do you do that? And that's the better question, and that's the question I want us to all be having. Little girls play house and they bake, and those are wonderful things, but let's have little girls, play business. This is a motivation for me when I read, this sentence, I will follow through and never give up. Because I think about that now, and I was in second grade when I wrote this. It's remarkable that I had friends, I wasn't too bossy. My friend Stacy Peterson to raise money for our lemonade stand. So I defined all of our roles in here. I said, I hereby announce that we will cooperate to earn money and not be selfish or steal our earnings. But my favorite line is that I say, I will follow through and I will never give up. And I think about that because I have to, make my second grade self proud, and there are thousands of moments where I think about not following through, but that's just not an option.
For more inspirational stories, check out pivotalplays.com.